Have you ever felt trapped inside your own mind? Like your thoughts just won't stop, no matter how hard you try to push them away? You tell yourself, don't think about it, but the more you try, the louder they get. What if the real peace doesn't come from fighting your thoughts, but from sitting quietly with them? This is the story of how one man learned the secret of stillness. Meet Rohan, a young teacher living in a busy city. On the outside, his life looked perfect. A stable job, loving parents, caring friends. But inside his head, it was chaos. Every night, he lay awake, overthinking everything. Did I say something wrong? Will I lose my job? Why do I feel so anxious all the time? His mind was like a room full of noise, and he didn't know how to turn it off. He tried everything: music, scrolling his phone, even forcing himself to think positive. But nothing worked. The more he tried to silence his thoughts, the stronger they became. One day at school, Rohan snapped at a student for making a small mistake. Later that night, guilt hit him hard. He sat at his desk, head in his hands, whispering, "What's wrong with me?" He wanted peace, but all he found was pressure. His mind kept replaying that one moment, again and again, until he felt sick. He thought, why can't I just stop thinking? That night, unable to sleep, he opened his laptop and searched how to stop overthinking. He found a video of an old monk speaking softly. The monk said, "Your mind is like a river. It flows on its own. Stop trying to block it. Just watch it." Those words confused him at first. How can I just watch my thoughts? He wondered. But if I don't fight them, won't they control me? Still, something in those words made him pause. The next morning, Rohan woke up early and went to a nearby park. It was quiet, only birds singing and a few old men walking. He sat on a bench, closed his eyes, and remembered what the monk said. Watch your thoughts. At first, it felt impossible. His mind was noisy as ever. What am I doing here? This is silly. I should be working. But he stayed still. He noticed how thoughts came and went, like clouds passing through the sky. He didn't chase them. He didn't fight them. And for a brief second, something strange happened. The noise quieted down. He felt peaceful. Not for long, but enough to know it was possible. Over the next few days, Rohan made this his morning ritual. No phone, no rush, just 10 minutes of silence. Sometimes his mind shouted, sometimes it whispered, but he began to see something he never noticed before. His thoughts were just stories, not facts, not truths, just passing visitors. He realized, my thoughts aren't the problem. My fight with them is. That one understanding changed everything. At school, when he made a mistake, he didn't spiral anymore. He took a deep breath and said, "It's okay. Let it pass." When someone criticized him, he didn't replay it all night. He learned to let go faster. The same problems still came, but they didn't control him anymore. One afternoon, during a storm, he stood by his window, watching the rain. It reminded him of his thoughts, constant, unstoppable, unpredictable. He smiled and whispered, "Maybe I don't need to stop the rain. I just need to stop standing in it." That was the moment he finally understood stillness. Stillness wasn't the absence of thoughts. It was the space between them, a quiet place inside him that was always there, waiting for him to return. He realized, peace doesn't come from controlling the mind. It comes from observing it, gently, patiently. From that day, Rohan changed. He still had worries. He still had bad days. But he no longer ran from them. He faced them with calm eyes and a steady heart. When his students made mistakes, he smiled and said, "It's okay. Let's try again." He learned that silence wasn't emptiness. It was clarity. He began to enjoy the little moments, morning tea, walking in the rain, watching the sunset. Because his mind was no longer his enemy. It had become his mirror. So, the next time your mind feels loud and restless, don't fight it. Sit with it. Watch it. Breathe through it. Because peace doesn't come when your thoughts stop. It comes when you stop fighting them. That's the secret of stillness. Not control, not escape, but quiet understanding. When you learn to be still, you don't silence the storm. You discover the calm within it. When you stop fighting your thoughts, they lose their power, and you find yours.